How the fuck are you? Thank you for coming out here. We're probably just going to cut all of that. We're starting Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks. I'm JP. This is Zach, where the hijinks are burnout, and I did it backwards
you
this
fucked
time.
it up.
All right.
It's all right. We're not cutting it anyway.
Sorry. It's a bit of chaos here. Like, this is the podcast. I'm just
Hey
just
man,
let you know.
I've ran a couple podcasts myself, so I definitely understand.
Yeah, and so have you had the co-host who's schizophrenic and annoying? Like that's me.
Bipolar,
yeah.
doesn't take meds.
No.
No, I mean, because I didn't really necessarily have a co-host. I used to just I used to have a lot of guests. And, you know, some guests are better, but most of my guests were pretty good.
Nice.
But I picked them.
Nice.
So.
Hell yeah. Well, I get that.
That's why you didn't have John on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, this was way before comedy, so I didn't even know John.
That's a good start. So how long you been doing comedy?
I just had my 3-year anniversary June 20th.
Nice.
June 20th?
Yeah.
That's my birthday.
So 3 years. So what got you started? Because like it seemed like if you were doing podcasting before comedy, like what were you doing before comedy?
I mean, directly before comedy, really nothing. So how I got into comedy, my background is probably like hip hop music show producer.
Okay.
I mean, I probably got well over a decade, maybe even 2, depending on how old I decide to be.
I feel that.
Of doing that, and me and an associate who's into comedy was just talking, and we put together this variety show of music and comedy. They hosted most of them. It's called like Live NC Color.
Okay.
So we had like a focus on a lot of talent of color comedy. I did the music.
Didn't you do a May 4th show for that this year, or something similar along those lines this year?
I mean, I did a variety show,
Yeah,
yes,
that's right. Yeah.
but I mean, completely different.
Yeah,
so like, oh no, it's fine. I'd love to talk about nerdy stuff. But that was more nerd centric, and that's something I do want to keep on doing. Nerdum celebration.
Hell yeah.
Which is NC.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
But Live NC Color, I was like, for me, like a play off Living Color. And we had like live music, so a different man. One time we had a magician. We even had a drag
Comedy magician or straight up magician?
Straight up magician, kind of. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like we had it was like a real variety show. And we did it at Dead Crow. Cause we talked about like what as a matter of fact, it was a Sunday show, so it's kind of what presetted my Sunday shows.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
brunch.
The after brunch.
Shout out to Louis T. the After Brunch show on Sunday.
So so I was just like, I always wanted to try comedy, like not seriously, but just go to an open mic.
Yeah.
See what's up.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things where your friends think you funny. You want to know if other people find you funny.
98% of the comedians that are doing it now, that's the reason why.
Yeah. And they're not funny. But
They're not.
Jack, me.
No, y'all are funny.
No.
Enough.
You ain't got a lot to kick it, man. You already drove out here.
Yeah.
But so I was going to open mics. So this is one of those things where it's weird. You don't know the unknown. So I never went to open mic.
Yeah.
I've heard about it, and I mean, which is I've had relationships with like Dead Crow when it was Nut Street. So before the old location of Dead Crow, but I just never went to an open mic. I went to a couple shows and stuff. So I knew all the staff, and I didn't even go to open mic at Dead Crow. I went to the spot called Bazaar. They were doing an open mic, and I just signed.
Oh, yeah, I think that's
Bazaar,
what I know what you're talking about. So this place with all the cool stuff on the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Most generic description.
I was at. I mean, it's almost like a dive bar venue kind of. It's like the diviest. Like it's one of those places where I make sure I use the bathroom before I get there.
Yeah.
That kind of place.
I think Steph put me on a show there once.
Steph produces a lot of shows there. She won't put me on one, but
Do we like her or no?
Huh?
Do we like her or no?
Oh, Steph is great.
Okay. That's going to change this whole demeanor now.
I'm just. I mean, I haven't been on the show. Like I think I got offered one and I was booked.
Yeah.
So shame on me for already being booked.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
And but anyway, like they were there. Like one day at work, I kind of wrote a bit. I mean, funny. I still, when I do longer sets, I still do this bit. It's changed over the years, but I did a bit. Brought a bunch of my friends out first time, whatever. And no intentions of really ever doing it again. It was June, like I said, June 20th. I think I threw some June 19th stuff in there, Juneteenth stuff, in there, and it went over well. You know what I mean? Like, didn't
kill
bomb
it the first time.
I mean, I ain't gonna say I killed it, but it went well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I didn't bomb. You know what I mean?
I have to
Good enough
ask.
for you to want to come back.
I mean, like I said, I didn't have any intentions of going back. I wasn't trying. Like I've been so used to being behind the scenes.
Yep.
I've never even thought about being the front guy or doing anything like that. So, but then it's like I'm still working my job at my desk, and I kind of wrote something else. I don't even remember what that was, but it wasn't as good. And I went back Barzar again, and I wrote it. It didn't go as well. I still wouldn't say I bombed, but it just wasn't like whatever. Yeah. And it's one of those things where I kept going, and then I finally signed up to go to Dead Crow. I talked to Amy. Like I said, me and Amy go back to my music days because she used to work at Soapbox, which was the music venue that was above Nut. So Dead Crow used to be Nut Street. And Nut Street was under Soapbox.
Okay.
Oh shit.
And Soapbox, I was like the first person to produce a hip hop show at Soapbox,
That room was so good for music.
The last person to produce a hip hop show.
Oh shit!
At Soapbox. I just say that because I think July is when Soapbox closed, so it just came up in my memories. Yeah, like you know what I mean. It's like because it was like the last hip hop show, blah blah blah. Anyway, so I talked to Amy. I was nervous, and I used to. What I would say is because I had so much, and I think this is my problem sometimes with I might have with newer comedians. Sometimes I think I had so much respect for comedians. Like I felt like me doing open mic at Dead Crow was disrespectful.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
And then so Amy talked me into it. Like I signed up, went up. I honestly don't remember how I did. But when I went to Dead Crow and even when I went to Barzar, one of my friends, they went up. And we really thought my friend was going to be the guy that kind of did comedy. Because like I said, at the time, I'm producing Live in Z Color.
You're doing music.
Well, no, it's not even. I've been out of the music game for a while, but I'm doing the Live in Z Color, producing that. So I'm producing shows and looking into producing other stuff. Still no interest in that. And yeah, that's what it just. And it's one of those things you just keep. It's like going, that's what I tell people. Go to an open mic.
Yeah, all the time.
And then go back to an open mic.
Yeah.
And keep going.
Not going is like the killer of every people. Those are the people when you stop seeing people coming, they're just like, they didn't care. Like that's the thing.
They just dipped their toes. They didn't do a good night. Yeah. Now they're done.
Because I have a very similar story with I get the doing the room you feel like you're not ready for yet thing because Ryan Minton. Shout out Ryan. Minton.
Here we go. Shout out to Ryan.
I've never heard of him. Who is this Ryan Minton?
He's a racist piece of shit.
Shout out to Ryan, but no, he got me doing.
Oh, now you're gonna say he wears like fingerless gloves or something?
I know, right? Has a dead hooker in the back of his car.
Hear people say he looks like a homeless garden gnome or something like that. Whatever. Shout out to Ryan Minton. Though.
But Ryan Man, and I don't even know if y'all get this reference, but I feel like Ryan Minton is almost like the Gucci Man of comedy.
Yeah,
he produces. That's Rick Ross.
Oh yeah,
but black. Ryan has definitely told me about so many other comedians. Yeah. Ironically, most of them are female.
Coincidentally.
But you know what I mean?
4 of them are missing.
And Jeebus Christ, which he told me about Jeebus when he was still going. I think I did the first or one of the first Jeebus Christ shows because originally I had him on the flyer.
Do you remember he transitioned?
Yeah, I was part of that transition, because he was still Lou Grand.
Not going by Jeebus yet.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Nah," he told me Jeebus, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I saw his name change on Facebook to Jeebus, and then all of a sudden he was just like, "No, that's my name now."
That's exclusively how I've ever known him.
I remember him developing the character. Like he was like, "Yeah, next time I'm thinking about doing a robe. I'm thinking about doing this." I remember he had a monk.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't do any of that. So without all that, it definitely didn't work.
Yeah.
And I remember when I heard that he was what was not NC's Funniest? What's the
locals one?
The locals one.
Yeah.
I remember being at Dead Crow, and I was like, "Who y'all think gonna win tonight?" and everybody said probably Jeebus, and I hadn't seen Jeebus since that show, and I was like, really?
Yeah, dude, that character fucking
and
destroyed.
And then I went. I don't know if I had already placed by then or not.
Yeah, you were in the finals. It was at the Cameo at the time. That was the last time the three of us were in the same room.
Yep. So I saw him. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I get
stage
it.
presence.
I get it now. You know what I mean? It's like he went.
Check out the Book of Faces.
I'm only saying this on camera because I've said this to his face. Like when he first did that show, it wasn't there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you saw him warming up to it.
Yeah, so.
Dude.
But Lewis, I'm actually disappointed in you, man. You didn't bring the cup.
I mean, I actually do got one of my cups. I've been using this Winnie the Pooh cup.
Oh, you're switching it up?
Oh,
yeah.
Come on.
I don't have any of my cups. Like, I sold them and I haven't re-up. And I sometimes I do this bit like when I talk about so I have the cup. And I even wear it's a Winnie the Pooh cup holding this honey. And I just think, it's just like especially when after or before the show, it's like a conversation starter.
Yeah.
And I also wear like a Winnie the Pooh shirt. I almost wore
there you go.
So when I'm doing my work from home bit, I'll be like, I say it's the only job where everybody. I say I haven't locked it in yet, so I always do different variations. But it's the only job where it's cool that I can't Winnie the Pooh style. and then, but I'll say I'm not talking about my shirt. I'm talking about just my, because people like, you know what I mean. That's one of those things. Like that's even like when I don't even do the little tagline.
Yeah.
It's always a delayed laugh.
Yeah.
I
get it now.
And then they'll be like, I was like, that's more of a visual joke.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? It's a thinker.
I went to work like that once, and they were like, John, you got to go home. And so my response was, oh, bother.
And that's that. Well, I'm not. I'm about to dox you. I'm about to say your job. I'm not going to call that out.
Oh, no,
do you catch any shit from anybody when you try to bring the cup into clubs or anything?
Hell no.
No?
Dude, Food Line.
Dude, I mean, and I'm not.
Some places are so strict about what you can bring in or not. That's why I have to ask.
I'm fortunate enough where I've not had problems with clubs in a very long time.
Nice.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I, knock on wood. And then, I mean, most people know, like.
If I saw you and I was fucking like, and they were giving you a hard time, but like, dude, fuck off. That's Louis T.
Like,
he always has a cup.
It's empty. It's not like it's not like I have something in it.
Yeah.
And it's
exactly.
So I just feel, and I've done that. I can. That bit is a good enough bit where I can do it without the cup, but I feel like it sells it so much.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just you know what I mean. Like, and I feel like I help sell it because I'll like pause, do the little, you know. And it's just like, and then sometimes I'll put like a little fruit and I have the straw on it. So I was like, I'll be like, oh, pro tip, don't have fruit on the cup. You know what I mean? Sometimes they'll ask questions if you know what I mean? Like, it's,
what does that mean?
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, it's just like, and that's like, that, you know what I mean? You have your joke. That's a joke that will, or a bit that'll work in 95% rooms, no matter age, race, color. That, you know what I mean? That's
my
like
Gollum bit. Like, if I just do the Smeagol
voice,
people just are like, okay, that's a fun. This guy's silly.
So it's like I usually kind of have it towards the front, so I can get a little like it's like I can buy him in, so I can get a little bit more racy or whatever,
Yeah. See, I've always been told that I'm unapproachable and off-putting, so I don't know how my comedy.
Shout out to Zach Blackfire.
But so I understand that you identify as a black nerd. Am I correct on this?
Yeah, okay. I would say that. And the funny that came about is because I didn't identify as that. Other people identified me.
Identified you as
and
that. Like, look at this blurred.
That joke. Well, a lot of people don't know it. So it surprises me the amount of people that don't know or heard the term blurred.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah. So I used to say that, and that wasn't a punchline, but when I explained what a blurred is, people would laugh, and that was confusing to me.
I knew about it, but I've never heard anybody actually try to explain it on stage until you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but in my world, it was such a thing.
Yeah.
So
it's because you're a nerd.
But the reason that came is because I didn't identify as a nerd. And that joke originally started, and sometimes I do it if I'm doing like how you said the Nerdum celebration when I'm around nerdy people. Yeah. It started out the levels of nerdum. Yeah. So it kind of started out me explaining that I'm a low level nerd. Yeah. So, but I know real nerds. Yeah. So I felt like level it was so it's not that I had something against being a nerd. I felt like it was disrespectful to the people that play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Oh, dude, all the, you know what I mean?
You just feel like you weren't on that level yet?
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to get to that level.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I hate to break it to you, buddy.
I still rather play with pussy over PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Me too. God damn.
But so like
shout out to my cats.
So yeah, it just started from that. Like I had a whole thing, and I broke down like the different levels, going up to like I think LARPing being level 10.
Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be max.
Because I feel like that's when it's like Voltron. You combine.
I think
you combine so many things to that because that's kind of like a little bit of. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. It's a little bit of cosplay. It's all these things involved
into one. You could add a layer to it. I think there's a level higher than that. Is really dating an AI girlfriend. Like I think that's the highlight.
No, I don't think. See, I don't think that's necessarily nerdum. That's another.
No, because you have to be nerdy to know how to get to that. Like you do have to be a little geeky to know how to get there.
I feel like
it starts with geek culture typically.
That's what I'm saying. That's like the more traditional use of the word nerd versus.
Because there is a difference between nerdy and geeky too.
Yeah,
like geeky is more like I'm super into my Marvel comics. You know, like nerdy I feel like has always got like a bit more class to it. No, I feel like nerd.
Well, I mean, originally nerd is like smart.
Like smart,
but I mean, when I use it like fandom, or kind of how you use it geeky.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. For me, geeky is like the guy who is like I have a few geeky hobbies. Yeah, I'll watch a Marvel movie here and there. Yeah, but like. Then you have your geeky nerds who like has a whole box of Marvel Legends at his
Uncanny
house.
X-Men 493.
Yeah. Or actually the Reed Richards wouldn't be like that because like there's certain things.
Yeah, Reed Richards doesn't have a mustache. Pedro Pascal.
Oh shit!
What, are you trying to be Omni-Man? Oh,
great. Now he's never gonna do this podcast.
So dude. Oh, he will. He will.
He will.
Did you see Superman, by the way?
I've seen that and Fantastic Four.
I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet, but Superman was that's my favorite Superman movie.
John said it was really good. Did you like it?
I love it so much.
Definitely.
I love that Superman.
The one issue I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I also feel that way.
Well, I need to because I feel like for me I didn't appreciate it the first time because I felt like I knew everything that was going to happen. Every major moment, I feel like I knew what was going to happen. And that kind of took away from me.
I was going to ask if that did, so yeah.
But it still was good.
Yeah, you can still be entertained.
Sure side. Make sure you got the sure side on the mic.
I'm sorry.
It's
like a harmonica. Too.
Yeah.
But like Fantastic Four, and typically Marvel movies in general, you have a good idea maybe the first 30 minutes. Like Fantastic Four, I was on a ride the whole time.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
The only Marvel movies not like that are the Guardians movies because then you're crying the whole time. God damn it.
Hey, but you don't even know. Like Guardians 3, because you thought, because I'm watching all the stuff that talks about it, breaks down. Oh, man. Everybody was saying somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
Nobody died.
No, they faked it out. Like every single character.
And like Fantastic Four, there's all these things that people said.
The High Evolutionary died. Not even he died. Yeah. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Like there was like all these things that they said about the Fantastic Four, and none of those things, most of those things didn't happen. You know? So, but Superman, really everything happened. You know,
but for me with Superman, like I was like I sat down with every intention. Like I took the 10-year-old son who I was bitching about earlier, but I took him to sit with it, and I
which y'all didn't see that because they're cutting that, but
we ain't cutting shit.
Maybe the bonus like at the end.
We'll do that as a special clip at the end.
Yeah,
we'll put that at the end.
Yeah, it'll still be in there.
Yeah, Zach's gonna leave it at the front.
I will.
But I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, I had every intention to take notes. I took a whole bunch of notes on the trailers and shit, and I took a note at the start of the movie. because it had the 3 blah blah blah.
Yeah, that was a great start.
But then I stopped taking notes because I was just like I was taking in like, and I also knew everything that was going to happen because I watched. I don't give a shit about spoilers. Like I want to know what's gonna. I want to know if a movie's good before I pay money to go see it.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Like
that's fair.
So like I want to be like, am I going to be? Because I'm still going to see it,
especially with DC, because DC is so hit or miss.
Especially with the Superman movie, because like I needed Superman to be good because I love Superman. Like I love Clark Kent. I love that Superman is Clark Kent, and I got so upset that like Kill Bill is how people think of Superman because
that one fucking line at the end.
So wrong because Bill is like Superman is the mask, like Clark Kent is the mask. Like he described Batman.
Oh,
He described that Superman is like this godly figure, whatever. Superman is Clark Kent.
Yeah, dude, like, he grew up on a farm.
I have all these powers. Like he's a small town American boy who all of a sudden, like as he got older, got like as everybody else was going through puberty, his puberty was just super advanced. Like that's really all that happened. Like he just went through super fucking puberty because he's a fucking alien and like. He's Clark Kent first, and Superman is the fucking is Krypton.
You're so emotional.
He really
gets passionate about everything.
Superman. I fucking love Superman.
Yo, I got a friend of a friend that y'all need to be friends with. She talks about Superman like it's her Jesus.
I love Superman.
Oh,
he is
shit.
He's the allegory for he's modern myth.
She looks at you know what I mean.
Like he's the modern equivalent to Zeus.
And then I want to start talking about me again, but I won't say. But no, she said
all leading into the
she had a problem when Henry Cavill was Jesus.
Yeah.
Because Henry Cavill was so hot, she felt like that Henry Cavill was Superman. Because she felt like Jesus was hot, and then she felt conflicted because she wanted to bang Jesus.
Well, that's fair. Like, I mean, dude, that's totally. I just feel like my thing was Zack Snyder didn't understand Superman and wanted to bang Jesus. Like that was how I interpreted it.
I don't even know. I don't even know if I blame Zack Snyder. Like, well, one, I mean, they were trying to chase the Nolan thing. Yeah. And I mean, and they were like, oh well, we can't get Nolan. He did Watchmen. Yeah. They were trying, and I know it's decisive, but I liked Watchmen.
I did too.
I thought it was.
I really did too. Yeah. No, I think those are great movies. My only it's great until they don't do the big alien at the end. That's my only complaint. But then I also get it because like, how are you going to do a big fucking alien and then not address it? You know, like. Yeah. But did you watch the Watchmen TV show?
Oh yeah.
I like that a lot. I love the way that they did that. Like, because if you just take the end of replace the end of the Watchmen movie with the giant alien, they work together as like a fucking the intro movie into the thing. Yeah. Like it's like just they retold the story because they were like, well, the alien thing was too ridiculous, and this is how it really happened. Because that's also apparently controversial. People didn't like that because it whatever.
People just like to hate, man.
People like to be racist.
And more people. Well, I mean, and you get negativity. If y'all start doing this podcast and y'all start talking shit about other comedians, y'all
only Ryan Minton. Shout out to Ryan. Minton.
Shout out.
Nobody cares about that. I mean, I'm just saying because he's such a great guy.
Great guy.
But like, because people will start checking in. Because like when I was doing my podcast, I fairly whatever. But I shot an episode in Atlanta. And I interviewed one of my buddies from music, like recording music, and he talked about some of the stuff that, like one of the falling out with one of the groups he worked with. Somebody in that group happened to see it.
Oh God!
They told other people, and that bit local. It went locally viral.
Yeah.
And then it sparked. So I interviewed different members of the group and whatever. And
it became a drama podcast real quick.
No, but originally I did it because we're talking about some like a beef that was. I'm gonna lie and say 10 years old.
Yeah,
because I want to date myself. But I'm thinking I'm helping these young or not so young anymore men heal because
yeah,
because it's like. I mean, I almost felt like it was like Al Bundy syndrome. You know what I mean? Like high school, like this. So for some of these people, that's like their high school football. Yeah. So that's why it still hurt, and they felt like this guy, my friend in Atlanta, kind of took their scholarship or something. Yeah. So I thought about talking about. I really thought about talking about it it would kind of help put closure to it. Yeah. It did not.
Opened up another door. That's all that did.
Well, just reignited
so the beef. What happened? So I did a whole it wasn't even part of the pod. Like I did something like almost like a reality show. I had a reunion with this group. Yeah. I had a guy from the radio, and we went at my friend's spot. We recorded it, and I didn't even put that out because somewhere in between, my friend from Atlanta was in here, like came to Wilmington. Oh, sure. So I recorded another like a follow up with him, and in that case, so they thought it came out after. I recorded it before, but it came out after we recorded the reunion.
Oh shit!
And they felt like, and for my birthday, I was in Atlanta, and I hung out with. When I go to Atlanta, that's who I hang out with. Yeah. So I hung out with. So they felt like I was like picking sides.
Yeah. Oh,
so it just kind of.
How dare you?
And I'm like, dude, at the point in time where I was at, I was like. This is very minuscule to me. Yeah. It's not even worth it.
I'm just here to have a good time and talk.
I took down like all their videos. I never put out the reunion.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was just like a whole thing.
That's why we keep all of our drama off camera. Like me and Zach fight constantly off
camera. Yeah, 100%, man. I hate this, man.
We talk shit about all the comics that we hate off camera. Like, actually, no.
Shout out to Ryan, man.
Shout out to Ryan. But dude, no, it's like I get that. Like, 'cause like we really like my biggest worry is that we on our last episode I did say white women. I agreed strongly with a lot of white women are annoying.
100% the problem.
That was with Norwood, right?
Huh?
Antoine.
Yeah. And I was like, oh man, white women, they always got something to say about it. Because it wasn't every. It's like, God damn it, it's just like one of those like.
Do it again, John.
Yeah,
God.
It's like.
Yeah, double down. We double. Yeah, this is the Double Down podcast.
Go ahead, John. Right. Tell us how you really feel.
I'm gonna take. Now that my foot's out of my mouth, moving on. But so let's talk about this. I don't know, dude. Yeah. No, I really just want everybody to love everybody. That's my big thing, and I hate.
It's hard for me not to because like if I hear somebody do comedy and even if they do decent, I fucking laugh, man. I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people who are just like it was kind of funny, so I'm not gonna laugh.
Yo, I hate like. Laugh. A lot of time, I'm not a big laugher, so I like. And now that I do comedy, I'm more aware of myself. So I try to make sure I don't sit up front. But I'm a listener. Yeah. And then sometimes if it throw me off guard, I'll laugh. Yeah. You know, but if I'm just finding it, I could be entertained and not laugh. Yeah. And it's like now,
man, I wish I was like that. No, dude, if it's fucking funny, I'm sitting there dying.
I've always found myself.
Oh, I mean, but I'm just saying, it's just like levels, and if it ain't,
well, see, you're not a good audience. I know I'm a good audience member for a comedy show because I just like to laugh because like I'm annoying, you know. Like I'm just like, like if I hear something funny that like if you can. I love laughing. Like, you know, for me, going to a comedy show is like,
I just can't help
free
it.
show, you know, like, but like, if it's just not funny, I will be like, I'll try. I'm sitting there looking like, there's got to be something here. Your presentation was really nice. You know? This is how you could maybe fix that joke. Cause like, I know I'm not the funniest person, but like, I can see where shit could need to be. I could punch up. Like I'm decent for punching up, I think.
Well,
like,
you judge yourself a whole lot too.
Yeah. I mean, don't we all like?
Yeah, no, sure. Dude, I'm perfect. I don't know why you guys are doing.
Well, you are a white male, so yeah. So I can see you feeling that way.
I have the dreadlocks though. Don't pretend I'm not on the ground next to you when the police pull us over.
Lord of mercy. Only because you smell like weed.
That's not my fault though. It just pours out of me.
Yeah, from your pores. Ironically, it's very. But speaking of,
speaking of racist, man, Hulk Hogan passed away.
Oh shit! Yeah. God, there are so many people laughing about that right now. Like, were you a wrestling fan growing up?
Yeah. I feel like, again, not to date myself, but
what's your controversial take on Hulk Hogan?
It's not. I mean, it sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks that he really fucked up his legacy the way he did. I was talking about this like last night because I did grow up on Hulk Hogan, and I can't mourn his death because
I can't either.
He was, and it's like, and then it's like he still till his death he was still doubling down.
Yeah.
He was still doubling down on being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I don't like talking, but he was, you know what I mean? For me growing up, he was such an iconic figure.
For sure.
It's like, you know,
it's just like, that was him acting. That wasn't who he was.
Yeah,
who he was the racist.
And then it's like more and more, like then more and more stuff come out. You know what I mean? Like the whole union thing with, I was like, I didn't
broke
know
up.
about
Yeah,
who broke that all
End
up?
that up.
It was Hogan. Like that's one of my favorite.
Still on his deathbed, refused to talk to his daughter because she was dating a black man.
I was super surprised.
Well, shoot, I mean, I mean, just the fact that he did the whole Trump thing, like
dude, even that,
dude. I have the theory,
like, and that was just like 2 days ago. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, it wasn't, so that's what I'm saying. Up and like he kept doubling down, where it's like you can't. So it's like
maybe
like,
somewhere racist Hulk Hogan died and not racist Terry Bollea is alive and well. You know,
nope,
maybe
nope.
With a small penis.
With how he treated anybody who wasn't white.
Just don't get caught. That's what he said. He said, "Don't get caught." Who is
and I don't even know this because wrestling was so fake, and I believed all of it.
Yeah.
Who was Hulk Hogan's brother, or is his brother? I guess wasn't it like British Bulldog or somebody?
No, was it?
That was
Brutus Beefcake, maybe.
Yeah.
Beefcake.
Well, it wasn't even that they were brothers. They were just butt buddies. Like Brutus Beefcake was just his.
He was like, "You hate black people too."
Come on, he plays a zebra. He couldn't be racist. But I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. But no, but the way he I think
he like interracial butt sex. That's what I took it as.
That's why I don't like him, brother.
Was the iconic Booker T line, just Hulk Hogan. I feel like that I've seen that more after Hulk Hogan's death than I have anywhere. Just like the Freudian slip from Booker T. That was probably one of my favorite.
Dude, just to see the embarrassment on Booker T's face right after that.
But I don't know. Hulk is just like, I didn't like, because he was NWO, and like when I was a WWF guy growing up, so I was Austin DX.
Oh no, I was old school WWF, like Junkyard Dog, Andre the Giant, Bobby the
Brain.
You know what I mean. Ultimate Warrior, and then it's like
Undertaker though. Was
Undertaker, Million Dollar Man, Bret Hart,
Undertaker and Vader.
You know what I mean. But it's like then we didn't really have the internet, so trying to connecting the dots, like why Ultimate Warrior and Sting had the same kind of face mask, and then finding out they used to be tag teams.
Buddies.
You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Because my knowledge from the older like early 90s wrestling was from the Sega Genesis games, because like my buddy had all those games, and then I just remember you had Undertaker, Yokozuna, I think.
Oh, I remember
Yokozuna. That's another one.
Macho Man. You had I think you had Ultimate Warrior, but like I remember the only way I could ever win those games was the Royal Rumble, because you could toss people over the ropes.
Yeah.
But then like I started watching wrestling, and then that was when Steve Austin came in and was, the glass shattered, and then and that's all anybody cared about anymore. And I was just
you started watching when he was Stone Cold, not stunning Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wrestling for me was Stone Cold, Mankind, The Rock, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels.
Birth of the Attitude Era is when you got in there.
I was kind of out.
Right
I was like,
then.
I was during the NWO stuff.
Yeah.
I was watching a little bit of that, but I was kind of out.
I like the NWO stuff too. Like that shit was a lot harder for me to follow, just because there ended up being so many NWO people.
Yeah.
Like,
I was by that time I was, but when they all first left.
Yeah.
And became like was it like Diesel, Razor Ramon, then Hulk. By the time Hogan came over, that was like.
Do you remember who was in the middle of the ring for that? Like who they turned on?
No. Oh yeah,
Man. I think it was the Macho Man.
Was it really?
Yeah, I think it was the Hulkster was supposed to come in and save Macho Man, and then he was third man.
I didn't realize.
I think it was Hulk and Sting.
To kind of do a callback to me not being as nerdy as probably people think I was. I didn't realize that wrestling was a part of nerd culture.
Oh yeah, dude.
I don't think it always was. I think
okay.
it was just that so many nerds watch wrestling when they grew up.
Well, so for me, like there wasn't a lot of you didn't have the abundance of fantasy.
Yeah.
So it like wrestling was larger than life characters. Yeah. So it kind of filled that void. Like that night, now there's too many options. You know what I mean?
Well, back then it was especially so because they had all the gimmick characters too.
Big Earn. Hello, Big Earn.
Excuse him, he's racist.
I think that's his first on-camera appearance, actually.
Yo, cats love me.
No,
for some reason. I'm not even a cat person.
Are you allergic?
No.
Oh, you're not a cat person. That's why they love you. Like, if you're allergic or you just don't really give a shit about cats, they're the one. Like, if you like cats, cats hate you. Like, that's really the long and short of it. Like, if you are a cat person, they'll be like, I've already got you with my.
And this
parasite.
is John's understanding of pussy.
That's why I don't get laid.
So what got y'all into comedy?
For me, I did music. I have a similar I did music for about 10 years. I started doing music when I was 16. I was a singer for a band.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah. I actually my voice is coming back since we quit smoking. Like I can sing longer now, so I might actually do some. But I was a vocalist for a band for on and off, just doing music for about 10 years, until I was 26. My second kid was born, and then stopped for a while. Was dabbling with doing some online shit, and then I was just talking to Ryan one day, and then he was like, "You should try comedy," and then been doing comedy. Yeah, been doing. But it was crazy because comedy's got me back into the music scene that I've been into.
That's because you do the Art Attack.
Yeah, because the Art Attack thing that they have here in Fayetteville. But it's just, I don't know. I've always been an entertainer. I've always loved just being on stage and being the center of attention.
That's crazy that you think you entertain people.
Oh, I do.
That is nuts.
So. I like to think of myself as an observational comic.
Yeah.
So just something I've observed of you two, and a dichotomy, I guess, between you, where Zach, you've been pretty. I guess probably because I'm assuming you are who you are.
Yeah, this is me 100%.
Yeah, so it's not just on stage persona.
I wish this was fake, Lewis. I wish it was.
Come on, you're not a Jafakin? Come on, Lord have mercy. Shower. But I feel like John. I feel like you go through, and I'm saying because I do similar, but I feel like you're like myself. You're still kind of trying to find yourself on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I remember you did the suit thing. You know what I mean?
No idea who the fuck I am, dude. Yeah. All I know is that I'm an absurdist, and everything is going to be as off the wall as I can make it. I just like being silly.
Yeah.
That's something I have come more. Because you're right completely. I've gone through wearing a suit, not wearing a suit.
Yeah, I just found those pictures from 2-3 years ago where John was wearing a suit.
In my defense, it's been the hottest summer of all time.
Yeah. It's progressively getting worse every year.
Suit and tie in 100-degree weather, but in North Carolina,
Patty's is pretty air conditioned.
Oh yeah, it is. But it's still when I go outside to not smoke anymore, I'm just but for me, it's just always been I always want to be. I just want to be silly. That's what I've noticed more lately is that I'm not going to be the funniest person in the room. People can say, "Shut up."
Why do you say that? I feel like you
because I don't think I'm the funniest person in the room at any given time. There can always
Lewis,
be somebody objectively funnier.
I beat it into him.
Yes. Also, I can because I have another stance of something that I'm better than everybody else. I think that I'm the silliest person in a room at any given time.
I will admit that.
You think.
You are the silliest bitch.
I give so much fuck about what people think about me that I pretend that I don't give a fuck. That I commit so hard to being a dumbass.
Because I just say that because I feel like we're almost kind of similar. So many people think they are so funny in this thing, and funny is so subjective. I don't think I'm going to be the funniest person. I don't feel like I'm going to be that way until I get to a headliner status where I can just kind of fully get people and they know what they're going to see. Yeah. But I feel like if you give me enough room, everybody's gonna like something I do. Because I feel like I mix it up enough where I got a little bit of something
for everybody.
And one bit you're gonna love. You're gonna love one. If I got enough, if I'm up there for about at least 15 minutes or more,
10 to 15,
I'm gonna get you with one. You know what I mean?
100%.
Probably two. If you're a white woman, I'm gonna get you with 2.5.
I will say that I have written I do certain bits that aren't specifically meant to be funny. Have huge big punchlines. They just kind of make you go, "What the fuck?" That's what they're meant for. Because I think that's funny.
Yeah.
To me,
so you do comedy for yourself, not other people.
Yes, for the most part. Well, because
I hate you people.
Well, it's for me, it's
Fair.
I want people to. It's not even understand me. I just want them to see it from my perspective, and I'm just showing people my absurd perspective on things. Like, and it's not even always the most absurd takes on shit. You know, sometimes it's just like da 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 da, and that's why I'm gay. You know, like or something like that. Like, cause like it's just like I like the dumb left turn that people don't see coming. Like I live for that. I'm a big fan of just like. And I hate being compared to like people comparing me to Andy Kaufman, but like I get the absurdist thing that he was doing. Like it's like I get the fucking why it's funny to sit there and be like play a Mighty Mouse record and the only thing you say is here I come to save the day. I get why that's funny. Like that is funny as shit. And like I do try to find like I like dumb shit like that. And like I think that's just me, like my personal thing. Because like I know I can't. I've tried doing the whole observational comedy, you know. I've tried it. I can do it. It's just I don't feel like that's.
I mean, if it's not you,
doesn't
it's
work
not,
for you.
If it's not you, but you said two things that almost kind of conflict. You said you enjoy being an entertainer, but then you just said you're just kind of doing jokes for you. So it's not like, so are you trying to entertain people or are you trying to entertain yourself?
Yes.
He's got so many personalities.
I'm trying to entertain people with what entertains me. Like I'm trying to crowbar what I find entertaining into people's heads, and it works and it doesn't. It works sometimes and it doesn't work sometimes. Like it actually has worked more often than not because like I can also read a room where I can be like this shit's not working. Let me. And
that's probably one of the most important parts of comedy.
Yeah, like that is like I will say one of my strengths that I do know is I can pivot. Like I can pivot, like because I can still pivot.
I've seen you do it
into something that still entertains me. You know, I can still make. Okay, I can be like, well, this room that wasn't like because I get what you're saying now. Like, and that's you can ask Zach. That's just talking to me. I will contradict myself about 30 times in the fucking thing. But like my point, like. I
mean, it wasn't like a direct, but I'm just saying you kind of said.
I get I see what you're saying. Sometimes I do need that shit pointed out to me because like, but like I really, I don't know. I like doing comedy and it's fun. That's the biggest thing. It's fun for me, and like as long as I'm having fun, then I'm gonna do it. You know, and I don't really have any explanation. It's just psycho. But you want to talk about this nerdum? Well, I have it written down and I can't read my own thing. Nerdum celebration thing that you were talking about.
So nerdum celebration.
You've been disowning nerdum this whole time, saying I'm not a nerd, and then
look at him try to call you out now.
low level nerd. You know what I mean? Like I'm like I like to think of myself as like a nerd translator because I can actually like look people in the eye and talk to them. But I understand the you know what I mean the people with the social issues.
How much anime do you watch?
Funny, I watch a shit ton of anime.
Okay.
But you want to know why?
So you can understand it? Like what the people are talking about?
Hell no. To me, anime is usually like one of 4 main stories. So I use anime as background noise. So I'm not actually watching the anime. It's just completely on there, and it's entertaining enough where I can play on my phone,
JoJo's Bizarre
be on Canva, making flyers, posting on social media, and I'm not, you know what I mean?
And then zone back into the episode.
Now if it's good enough, I might rewind it or I might put my phone down. But typically, it's background noise. Okay. And this is why. And I used to have an anime bit. And I stopped doing it because dudes, never women, dudes want to talk to me at the end of the show and ask me what my favorite anime was. And it's like you know what I mean? I was like, what
no
one?
Offense to them, but it's the most autistic people too of all time.
Because
what's your favorite anime?
If you said something about One Piece in a set, I will be like, so you like One Piece, huh?
Well, people are asking me what my favorite anime were, and I don't know the name. Like I just go to Netflix. I don't got Crunchyroll. I just go to Netflix. I don't know what I'm watching. I don't know anybody's name. You know what I mean? I'm not that invested in it, and I feel bad. Like it make me feel like a poser. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like I
they built it up
that
too.
Low level nerd shit.
But you know, people get. But you know, higher level nerds, they get excited to be able to like even. I mean, well, me as a low level nerd, I'm excited to talk about nerdy stuff. So I feel like a poser. I'm letting people down because I'm like, yo, that's just a bit, kind of. You know what I mean? So now, like, I feel like I'm making fun of your culture because I'm like, it was like, and I mean, I really want to bring that bit back, but
dude, I
as I expand, like there's like a lot of stuff like from my earlier days.
You're gonna hear it
feel
at
like
next
I could,
Louis T show. He's a phony.
And it's gonna be Zach and me. It's gonna be us.
He's a liar. Ask him his favorite one.
No.
I try to. I mean, I try not to do a lot of nerdy content because I feel so.
Oh, I've seen nerdy shit lose a room. I've done that.
Bit. I've the closest, and I don't say it's a bomb because the person that produced the show didn't say I bombed, but I you know when you don't stick the landing, so it seems like a bomb.
I get that.
So first, I believe it's my first or second time headlining. I'm in Durham.
Oh man,
room full of like mostly older black women. And I'm like, I'm trying to, and I'm like, you know what I mean? And people, I don't know if y'all know this, but typically in North Carolina, I performed 98% for old white people.
That's why he got on this show.
And the old whites love me. They say I'm one of the good ones.
I was going to say one of the safe ones.
One of the good, You speak so well. So I'm like trying to I'm thinking about I'm trying to read. So I get in my head. So I mean, I know y'all know what that's like, getting in your head about it. So I'm thinking about redoing or restructuring my set or whatever, because the one other time where I felt like I kind of bombed was in front of like a predominantly black room. So, and this was my first time. I think I was doing 25 minutes. So I'm like really stretching to get that. You know what I mean? It's one of those. You know when you get to that point where
max.
Yeah, you know you get to that point, so you kind of like letting all your jokes go.
It's like you got them. It's just like, where are they though? Like I can't. Hold on.
And so it's like I'm doing good. You know what I mean? There's a nice diverse group in front of me. They're laughing, and it's kind of whatever. But I ended the set doing I have a bit that where I compare Dungeons and Dragons and fantasy football. Two things that older black women probably could care less about. So I like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, that bit, it's good. And we can tie it back to Nerdum thing because it killed at Nerdum Celebration.
That's funny as shit.
But
I've had this.
So you know what I mean? Like so I ended there, and it's like crickets. You know what I mean? Like, because I was just so in my head. I was like, where can I go? Where can I end? It's like it's one of those things because I was trying to get I was new enough where, like I know now it's like just end. If you end good, even if you end early,
at least you did it on a high note.
But me at the point, I'm just trying to fill my time. It's like I'm trying to. I was like, oh well, I got this, and I should have just ended it. If I would have just ended it right before that, it probably would have been
a perfect set. It would have been like,
I wouldn't say perfect, but it would have been good. It wouldn't,
I almost did the same thing on Friday because like I have a joke about my tattoos or whatever, and I usually use that as like a big finish. But I did it, and then I was like, hey, how much time do I got left? And he was like, oh, you got 10, 15 minutes. I was like, fuck. Fuck.
Yeah.
But then I forgot I had like another one that I asked Zach. I was like, do you think this would be a better finish? And then I remembered that I had it. So I was like, okay, we still have that one to get to. Like I just had to meander for another 10 minutes. Shout out to RJ Wooster for putting me on that spot. But I was supposed to do like 10 minutes, I think, before. So then he was like, can you do the headlining spot?
Did you ever do 2 shows back to back? Like 7 and 9?
Oh, I mean, this week I was just at Dead Crow over the weekend, so and I featured there for Jessie May Pelusi, I think. She's hot. LA comic. But so I mean, I featured a couple times at Dead Crow, and before that, I've hosted at Dead Crow. So then you do like a 7, a 9:30, Friday, Saturday. Friday and Saturday you do 7 and 9:30.
Those shows fucking kill me. That's the one time I was so stressed the fuck out with comedy because like the first show, perfect, fucking killed the room. Next show, same energy, same jokes, everything. I bombed so fucking hard. So just to tell you how like subjective comedy is.
Oh yeah, no, I can agree. Because for me, typically the first show is always like
it's usually the shit one.
I'm like, and then I review it like not this weekend, but I featured a couple months ago, and it had been a while. Like would have been my second time featuring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, but you know what I mean? I was like, I felt like I had all my stuff from doing the tour.
Yeah.
And I was like ready, and I was just kind of like burning through. And then the host Lou Maganti, one of the first people that offered me a gig, he was like, "Yo, let your jokes breathe." Yeah. So it's like that first show, 25 minutes, I kind of went through all the jokes I had.
Just stomping on all your laughs.
Yeah, and then the second show, letting people, allowing them to laugh. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? I left a lot of jokes on the on the floor. You know what I mean? The light came on. I was like, oh, shoot, well, let me go to my closer. Or let me transition. You know what I mean? So,
I haven't even heard the good shit yet. Come back later, bitches.
and so going into this weekend, going back to what you said, we didn't do the headliner was late, so we had to cancel the early show. Oh. But and then the late show I hosted and featured. That sucked.
Yeah, dude.
Because it's just two different kind of energies.
Yeah.
So I get up there and I got to be blah 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 blah, and then kind of it's like.
And your feature.
Yeah. Then I kind of switch gears and try to be funny for long. Then switch back gears to bring the headliner back up. Yeah. So
because you've hosted enough, you know the difference between a good host and then the host who's trying to make the show about him. It's like, because that's gotta suck to go from the show's not about me to, oh, by the way,
it's kind of about
me now
a little bit.
Here, I'm going to be on the card too.
I'm the feature bitch.
It's only two. It's just me in the headline, which on paper it's cool. It's just me in the headline. This is two of us, and I'm doing more time. Technically, more time.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
But
then you also got to fluff the crowd.
Yeah, it's like you're going to a cold crowd. So the owner asked, yo, do you there was somebody that's gonna be a guest spot. Like, well, do you want them to host? I don't want to take it from you. I was like, yo, let them. I was like, and it was better. But what you were saying, Zach, I felt like now I've kind of reviewed the tape or whatever, because I tweaked. I hated my set from Friday just because it was the switching gear, the mental gears. I felt like I killed it on the early show. I felt like I did great, me personally, on the late show, but you know what I mean?
Watch it back.
But I feel like the people wasn't just vibing with me. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, you know what I mean? I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm killing this shit. Yeah. And I don't even think like that.
No. You're I'm just I'm doing good. Keep going.
I'm not an ego, I'm not and people don't believe it, but I'm not an egotistical comedian.
But you need to be able to recognize when you're doing good or bad, though.
Yeah, I was like, I know I'm presenting these jokes correctly. That's what I'm saying. When I say I'm killing it, I am presenting the jokes where I know exactly in a way that people enjoy it.
The punches are where I wrote them in.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm looking and these people I start kind of going because there's a couple people in the front row, so I keep going in, and and there's people that are laughing, but you don't never focus on those people.
Oh, yeah. No.
You focus on those people with those frowny faces,
It's like, what's wrong? Oh, dude. I had that. I did 10 minutes at Art Attack. No, it's 10:15. She said at Art Attack this Wednesday, and the people,
get it.
All right, Big Earn. How you doing? I've never seen him. He's like, oh, nobody's letting me out. Greg's not here. All right, shut up, Greg.
I'm locked up.
There was these the people who were paying attention, they were enjoying themselves. Yeah. But there was this one lady behind all of them. She was in the back of the room, and I could just sit her.
Oh. Dude, nothing's worse than when they don't pull out their phones. Her boyfriend
laughing.
I can one up you. So on that show, so there was I don't know, there need to be a terminology for the over enthusiastic audience member that's not really a heckler, but they're kind of heckling you.
Yeah. So they're into it, but they're not making it
so
easy.
There was one of those persons that was just and I tried, especially as a feature. Yeah. As a host, I would address it, but as a feature, I just kind of keep going because I feel like sometimes when you feed into it make it worse. Yeah. So I'm hoping by the time the headliner get down here,
he's tired.
That happened 3 shows that did not work.
Oh.
But the funny thing is, so they kept going when the headliner came out, and so it was actually 2 guys. Oh. One of the guys was blind.
Oh shit!
And then they ended up getting thrown out.
Big Earn. You're gonna
get thrown out.
They threw it like in the headline was like, please don't make me the comedian that has to throw out a blind guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Nerdum said the celebration. What were you what were you asking me?
Oh, dude, what's it all about? Like, what you got going on with it?
How
often do you know?
So it's like a variation, like because of my background, I always felt like like I'm akin to the nerds, and in Wilmington, I knew so many, especially blurs that were in so many different art forms, like poetry, music. Comedy.
So you know the guy, I can't remember his name, but
Tim.
The D&D Sluggers.
Yeah.
Because I played with them years ago at a small plug club here in Fayetteville. But yeah, I remember. I think you had him on a show.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy cow! Like, because I can't remember the name of the song. Both sides of the bed are the wrong side. I can't remember how.
Yeah.
Every little thing.
Stream.
Shout out to D&D Sluggers.
D&D Sluggers.
He had another dude in the band back when I saw him.
Yeah. Oh, that was early then. I remember that. I was a song I don't know. But yeah. So I mean, we did like a nerd version of Live and See Color. Okay. So it's and then I produced a anniversary show for a comic book store. That's where I don't know if y'all ever heard that one joke, when I'm dressed up as a Jedi. That kind of comes from that. So I produced a show, and that was kind of nerd, like D&D. I think D&D was on that. And then so that kind of evolved into Nerdum Celebration, which was on May 4th. Yeah. So at Waterline, and I think the way that it's going to hopefully be something every year, May 4th. Yeah. But like I didn't want it to be too Star Wars trend. Yeah. So if I had time to produce something else, I could just start doing it under one name. Yeah. So like the last one, I had Justin from Raleigh. Mm-hmm. I had the Fifth Horseman Poetry from Wilmington. He just had a SummerSlam poetry event the other day. And Wills, did I have? No, I don't think I had Wills. Usually I have Wills, but I had Megan Cook. But it's just kind of like a celebration of nerdom. Like we had like a lot of vendors. Yeah. We did a Jedi or good guy costume contest, then a Sith bad guy costume contest. Memory Lane, shout out to Memory Lane's like Comics.
Mini Comic Con.
That's kind of the feel that I want, like a mini. Like I wanted to feel like a con. You know what I mean? So we had a good, Waterlines did an excellent job of staging it. The vendors were out there.
You guys got the next one scheduled yet?
Huh?
You got the next one scheduled yet?
I mean, it'll probably be whenever May 4th is next year if I don't do like a special event. I was trying to think of something else that I could, like another family maybe attach.
Go, man. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Did Ryan come? I think Ryan, because
what'd he go as, a racist garden gnome?
Well, no. So it was actually it was on a Sunday. And it was the same day as the after brunch show.
Oh shit! So you were busy as fuck.
Well, so my buddy Dave Burrows hosted the after brunch. He hosted the after brunch show for me, and Tim Pridgeon, another federal,
what
he was most elusive podcast guest. He's so hard to get on this show. We have tried.
I'm surprised he didn't come when
we've been
success came.
I've been trying to get him. He's just he's church. He does church.
Yeah, I'd say Sunday's hard for him. And then we reschedule him on Monday, and then he reschedules us.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim Pridgeon, but you're a fucking elusive bastard.
So Ryan came down with Tim, and I still had to pay all those. I just told him to come up. A lot of them just came from the after brunch show to
over there,
Waterline. You know what I mean? And Ryan was one of them. So that was kind of cool. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, it was like Waterline was happy. I had a DJ, my buddy Slim Deluxe DJ, full Mandalorian outfit.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? So he DJ'd in a Mandalorian outfit,
sweating his ass off.
Yeah,
in my DeLorean.
Yeah, it was real fun. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I said, I could do that fantasy. I didn't even. Then I'm mad at myself, and I'm sure y'all can relate. I feel like I didn't even like fully unload my clip of all my like. I didn't do a good enough job preparing my set. Like I just felt like I was gonna kind of wing it.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I was like, I left so many nerdy jokes on the thing. I was like, when I'm gonna.
Oh, dude,
that's the time to say it.
Yeah.
I did a stand up at an anime convention once here in Fayetteville.
Dude, I would love to do that.
It was my wife sold it to me as a like a talent show, and then it turns out it was you had to be in costume and do your talent in costume.
Oh,
shit! You know, whatever. So I did it as a Randy Savage.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just told a bunch of nerd jokes as Macho Man. I was like, "Oh my God, Moogie!" And luckily, this is where my vast knowledge of anime and nerd culture came in because, like, I am, I'm one of those high functioning nerds who's like, I'm super up there, but like I keep my power level low so that the other nerds don't spot me from across the room and do the thing like you said, like, because they will catch you, like, because I'll do that too. But
What's
I also
your favorite
have the awareness
show?
to stop talking to people and see when I'm making them uncomfortable. But like I did this thing and I was just like doing just every nerd joke I could think of, and like some of them I thought up on the fly, just crappy knock jokes for like with an anime reference at the end of it. I was like,
as Macho
knock
Man.
knock, who's there? Kono Dio da, it's like, but like it was just dumb shit. But it turned out fine. I didn't win the contest because obviously anime girl dancers were gonna win that. But like, it was. If you ever want to fucking sign up for a talent show, like do as comedy on it.
Yeah, man. If you want to come second to some big anime titties, you can easily do it.
No, I was not qualified. No, but I did do a bunch of anime jokes in the room, and a bunch of people came up to me afterwards and was like, "Oh my God, that was fun."
That sounds appealing. I mean,
it was fun.
It sounds fun. I don't know. I'm just at the point where I just enjoy getting paid for comedy. I don't want to be. I don't want to sound like that guy.
I know.
Because
this year it's a much newer.
Like obviously, I just rode it. I just came to Fayetteville for free.
No, you're good.
So it's like certain things, but sometimes like it's if I could get paid, I prefer.
I get that.
I prefer getting paid.
No, I because this year like. I've been it's like it's a shitty joke I tell about, but it's like I feel like I sacrificed my mom for my career because like last year my mom passed away, and
I'm
this
aware.
year
I'm very aware.
I have had the most
we
success.
All are.
Because I had to cancel a show. That's okay, but I had to like. It's just like I feel like everything I've had so many book shows. Like I've almost had like at least 1 or 2 a month. Like since then. And this I had like maybe 4 last year. Oh, wow. So I'm just like
shit. I didn't even know you had that little.
Yeah. I did not. I was not. And last year was the year I was going open mics 2 or 3, 4 times a week. Like I was grinding shit. But like this year. We started the podcast. I kind of chilled on going to the open mics. We lost the White Rabbit on Mondays, so that's like that was like a big blow to me just hitting open mics in general. So it's just like it's been.
Are they still open? They just stopped.
Yeah, they're still open.
They just stopped.
Nobody wants to bartend for comedians.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it on camera, but I understand why.
I understand. Like, I mean, you can only have so many people ask you for water in one night, But yeah, and so like I know that like I've not performed as much as I probably should. I'm not hitting the open mics because we just have like one every other week here in we have Closet Exchange every Wednesday. And then,
shout out to Aisha.
Shout out to Aisha. She's
one of my favorite comedians. Not even of North Carolina in general.
It's just like
fucking love you, Aisha.
My family, and and doing the podcast and comedy, because me and Zach and Greg, we all talk a lot about this shit. Like they know I'm sitting at home stressed about this shit like all the time. Like I'm just thinking about new bizarre ways we can do shit and stuff, and I annoy the shit out of it. We're talking about a completely new release date window, like. Earlier before you got here.
John likes to switch everything up every 3-4 hours. So
you got whatever you do, you just gotta be consistent.
Yeah, right.
Well, this has been our most consistent set. Like since we got Greg involved, like I wish he was here today because he would be mad because we're going a little bit over. But you drove in, so I figured it's fine. But we've just put it started with us recording this into a fucking laptop,
Yeah.
Now,
on set, not even like in like our own location,
at
like
mic,
any mic we went to.
That was it. And we were just like, can we do it? And then that shit didn't work for us because especially with the equipment we were using. So now we're just episode 33. Like it's just fucking, dude. Like it's fucking been wild. We got a second show too. That's like what kind of we can do whenever we want. And but like I don't know. And I started doing a solo podcast that's more for me than anything else, just for me to talk. And but like it's just,
do that. What you did at the beginning of the show, do that on your podcast. Not on
my
time.
I'm so
do
sorry.
That on,
No, I do a lot of that on there actually. Shout out. I did it on.
It's annoying
Friday.
as fuck, right?
I was falling asleep driving back from Hubert, North Carolina, and I was just like, I'm going to record 30 minutes of podcast on my way home just so I don't die.
Yo, so 2 things based on what you just said. I forgot one, so I'm gonna say the second one.
That's okay.
When I do it, I've noticed 99 out of 10 times when I do a show out of town, traveling back, I always see deer on the side of the road.
Yep.
No matter where.
Yep.
Like no matter where. Like I
was actually bragging about that for the Father's Day show in Wilmington. I was like, all right, guys, this is gonna be the first time I drive home from an event and not almost hit a deer.
Yeah,
like I don't never hit them, but they be right there on. They be on the
try,
side
man.
of the road. That one time I did a show. We're in Brunswick County, like not Holden Beach, Ocean Isle.
Yep.
That was the only time where one came from the median from the other side.
What the fuck?
And it was so funny. Like I just kind of switched my speed, so I felt like if I was going the same speed that I was going, I probably would have hit it. But it came like right behind me. I'm like, and it came, but you know what I mean. Usually it's on the passenger
the
side.
right side.
Yeah,
it came from the driver's. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because it was doing its old.
So that was the only time that I felt like almost. Well, and there's been a couple of times where they just been on the side of the road. Like I remember one time I did a show in Creedmoor, Dave Burrows. Yeah. And I was staying with a friend in Durham, so I was going through these little roads, and it was rain. It was not raining hard, but it was raining. And there was just a deer in the middle of the road, and then I don't know, it was somewhere. It had to be like Durham. It was further out than Raleigh.
Yeah.
And I was coming home, and I think I had just did a show the night before in like Raleigh or somewhere. So I drove, so the last 24 hours, 6 hours on the road. And
not including sleep.
I tried to, it's one of the things where I took an exit. I was trying to get to like a gas station, but anyway, going ways that I wasn't supposed to be going or whatever. And then deer is right there. Like I'm like,
I swear, it's every time I go to fucking Apex and Southern Pines. I'm like, there's like fucking 12 goddamn deer a night.
Southern Pines, definitely.
Also, dude, if you miss one turn too, like sometimes the GPS will take you on the most back road laden deer infested shit. Like I missed one turn yesterday. Luckily, it was only about 5 little turns that I had to do. Or no, yesterday, Friday, but it was like 5 different things to get back on track. But the thinnest road, like. Deer, dude, Ryan's still living with the like from when he hit a deer coming back from Wilmington, I think. Like he's the whole front of his car is still fucked up. Like he's not got the
dude. When he hit it was like the deer was even like, "Please, senor."
Yeah, that's
shout out to Ryan. That's one of his jokes.
But Lewis, do you got anything you want to promote, like particularly?
Shows coming up.
I mean, I don't know when this will come out.
I'm Saturday,
but just. Follow me on any social media that matters. Lewis T Comedy. I can give you a card. Okay. Lewis T Comedy, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Was it Blue Sky? Sometimes it might just be Lewis T, but whatever.
You're on Blue Sky?
LOUIS.
Are you on Threads?
I don't thread. Well, they make you be on Threads.
Instagram. I was saying no for so long, but that
limit. What was that fake? TikTok Lemon 8 or Lemon 9.
Fucking something stupid like that.
You know what I mean? Every time
the red one, there was a red fake TikTok.
I didn't do that.
Like I had so many people come up to me and be like, "Make sure you download this new TikTok since TikTok is getting banned." I was like, "I don't care. I didn't even want to download TikTok on my phone. Like
it's already there."
Yeah.
So that stay up. I mean, I do the. So currently, I produce the After Brunch show.
I wanted to ask you about the after dinner. You do an after dinner show now too, because it was originally just the after brunch.
I've done. I mean, I think I've done the after dinner show for well over a year now too.
Okay. Yeah, because
I do. So new. I do the after dinner show first Fridays of the month usually. After brunch show first and third Sundays. Both of those are at Wilmington Distillery, and I typically host those. I book or produce the After Work. Now that's new. After Work
I haven't heard
comedy
that one.
on Wednesday.
I remember when I first met you, you were doing the after brunch because
Yes.
the after dinner is a year ago. That tracks because then after dinner and now you got after work. Okay, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Gonna get all the fucking time.
Yeah, dude.
Well, yeah.
Next one coming out is
suck.
after my shit.
I mean, the after
Postcoital,
it
bro.
sucks is I'm tomorrow Monday. I'm starting a new job, so I have to kind of give up the after work one, and I might have to give up the other ones depending on what shift I end up with.
I hope not, man.
You know
That
what I
brunch
mean?
one was fucking fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of
No, the after work is super fun though.
Yeah?
It's really, yeah.
So they're
like,
all in the same spot?
No, this. Oh, I'm sorry. After work is on Wednesday. Shout out to my partner on that, Charlie Washington. But that's at this. It's a newer bar or revamped bar.
Yeah.
Poor fellas. So it's like it's not downtown. So it's like it's in Wilmington, but it's on the Jacksonville side of Wilmington.
Okay.
Like it's before you get to Hampstead. Okay. It's like in a spot called Ogden. So like a lot of those people don't want to come all the way downtown. It's like, depending on traffic, there might be 25, 30 minutes.
When you're coming in from out of town, it's just straight in there.
Yeah, so a lot of people in that area come to that, and they're appreciative. Like every time I start off the show, because y'all done bar shows, and there's nothing more annoying than the person that's annoyed that you are doing jokes on their.
How dare you be using a microphone?
When they should, they just like, yo, it's my Thursday night and I'm here to drink and you're telling jokes. So I always start the show with like, how many people are here for comedy and how many people are annoyed that comedy is going on.
I love
everybody's there because like everybody clears out after the comedy show. So having a room full of people that's there for comedy is amazing.
I'd rather do a room for 5 people that are there to actually see the comedians than a room for 30 people. There are only 2
It's
available
Thursday.
for it.
You're here to drink. And I'm going to call you out for not paying attention the entire night. Everybody's going to come up on stage and say you're being a shit because you're miserable. Your wife won't leave you alone. Oh, yeah, no, I hate, my third or fourth mic was one of those where it's just like, surprise comedy show. But
all right, man, we appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, I'll keep y'all going.
You saw how
I know all the triggers.
You do.
Greg does usually keep us in track, but like with that, I feel like with how I started off, that my timer is about right, where we're about a good hour on the episode with me. That beginning fuck, we're gonna put that fuck up at the end of the episode.
Nope.
No, do it for me because the people they're gonna click off. I want people to see me.
Yeah, they want to see the.
All right, I'll tell you what. We'll do the intro and then immediately go into you doing that fucking tangent. Hey, give it up for Louis T. And then just 3 minutes of John just going off for no reason.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, I'm a horrible podcast
about his
host.
kids.
Yeah,
something so relatable for Louis. Louis, how many kids you got again? Was it 0?
I mean,
that you know about.
I have one a kid that adopted me. They actually brought me this shirt for my birthday / Father's Day.
Hell yeah! Nothing says Father's Day like here's a new T-shirt.
Yeah, and I'm wearing it. I'm gonna send it to him. Like, look, I'm wearing your shirt. But you got me. But yes, I have no biological, no kids have
that you're aware
of this. No, none. Because if you've seen my joke. Especially if you see my closer, you know I have an excellent pull-out game.
Pull-out game is strong with him.
Yeah, pull-out game is strong.
Shout out to Louis T. Thanks for coming out, buddy.
All
right, thank y'all for having me.
Let's catch us on the next episode of Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time.
This is Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks, where the hijinks are burnout, and I'm JP, and this is Zach.
Hey, you nailed it that time.
I did. We're here with our guest, Louis T. Louis T., thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Dude, thank you for being here.
We're happy to have you, man.
Yeah. Drove all the way out from Wilmington, and I heard you drew in through some rain.
A little bit of rain.
We heard.
Like after Tar Heel, I don't know where it was, but it was right as I was about to get to Federal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I heard it. Like, it started a little bit at my house, and then, like, I was like, it's a little bit farther. It's about a mile down the road now. So I was just like, what the fuck? And then I was, oh no. And then we heard it just a minute ago.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I didn't even know. I was like, all right, here we go. Another day of 120 degrees.
I've been waiting for it to rain just because I've been moving, and like it's just been so fucking hot.
You've been moving since you did that show in Wilmington, haven't you?
No, we were looking at the houses and stuff. Yeah,
okay.
Like we were looking and everything was in the process of moving. Like it was like closing on the houses and stuff, and we closed.
Moving sucks.
Yes, it does.
But that is definitely top 5.
You know what?
Of like restart. We're having to reset your phone, and I might be biased because of that because of my former job.
I get some on that.
And moving. Those are definitely in the top 5 things.
Dude. Moving with 2 fucking shiftless 10 and 14-year-olds who don't want to do shit. Like dude.
Fuck that.
Dude, no, I pull out.
Dude.
Good for you.
I'm impotent, so I don't. But anyways, but no, with I've got a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old. 14-year-old's been doing good, but he's very low maintenance, like everything. He got everything in the house. He's
self-sufficient.
Yeah. Basically, he's 14. He wants to get on his computer. He's
this is the fastest way to do it.
Yeah. 10-year-old has all of his toys, all of his shit, everything. It was just in boxes this morning, right? And so I was like, all right, kid, I'm going to go to the new house. He's on the Switch, and I'm just like, I'm going to go to the new house. Get off your Switch. Get off your phone. Go put your shit away. Like, I've been asking you to do this for the last 2 days. Go put your shit away. Because while we've been moving, he's been like, oh, all right, I'm going to take that to the car. Oh, I've got to take this one piece of trash to the garbage. Oh, and I'm just like, just wasting time and shit.
That sounds like me on the clock at work.
Yeah, but that's at least you're getting paid.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because that's me too at work. But we're getting paid for that. But then I go to the old house, move some shit because the old house is about half a mile away from the new one. So I go grab some shit, come back. It's been 40 minutes. He woke up at 10 o'clock. It's 10:44. He had already had breakfast after he woke up. So he had a bowl of cereal at 10 o'clock. Sorry, there's a lot of factors that just went into why this pissed me off so bad. But,
spoken like a true dad.
Hey, it's not about me. It's about you. Go ahead.
Dude, no. We'll be back.
Tell him.
I drove 2 hours to hear,
to hear JP bitch about his kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
if you want to do that, he would have booked you on a show, John.
But no, go ahead. I'm just
I'm not fucking with you.
This is and this is the thing. He doesn't stop me either when I start. He could be like, John, we have guests. You could talk about this. But
I'll let you bury.
I come back, and then he's just like back eating lunch already. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So I'm just like, you're fucking grounded from being here. Get in your room, blah, blah, blah. It was just, that's moving with kids. It's a fucking pain in the ass.